Hi, I'm John from Pushing Wake. Right now we'll be going over the Uni-Uni Knot. It's a fairly simple knot used to tie a main line and a leader line of similar diameter together. This is 10-pound test braided line. This is 15-pound test fluorocarbon. This is about the biggest difference in diameter I would be comfortable using with this knot. So that way the braided line does not slip through the fluorocarbon line. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is take a pretty good amount of line on each side. I'd say about 10 to 12 inches. I'd use more if you're just starting out. And I'd put them together just like this. You're going to have your fluorocarbon facing you, or your leader line, and you're going to have your main line facing away from you. What you're going to do is take your thumb, run it back down both lines a few inches, take your leader line and place it over your main line. Just like that. Then you're going to go under your main line. What this is going to do is create a loop with your main line running through it. And now we're going to go through that loop with your leader line. Make sure you got enough. And we're going to go through it 5 to 6 times. We got our loop here. So we go through it 1, 2, 3, 4, and for time's sake, we're going to do it 5 times. And 5. And now we pull it tight. We're going to take the tag end of your leader line and the long end of your leader line and pull it tight. What that's going to do is create a mess of your braid line, but we can fix that. Take each side of your braided line and pull it tight, just like that. Tighten down your leader one more time, and you'll be set. All we're going to do next is just flip it around. This way, your main line is going to be facing towards you, and your leader line is going to be facing away from you. And we're going to do the exact same thing, just like that. Take your main line, put it over your leader line, creating that loop right there. Now, because the braided line has a little bit less of diameter, we're going to go through it 8 to 10 times. What that's going to do is create a bigger knot so that it doesn't slip through the fluorocarbon knot. 1, 2, 3, 'It's not as stiff as the fluorocarbon one, so the loop is a little bit flimsy. 4, 5, 6. It's okay if it's at a weird angle, because the knot still stays the same. 7, 8. As you can see, it is the same as what we just did with the fluorocarbon leader. And just like we did with the fluorocarbon leader, take your open-ended main line and then take your other side of your main line and pull it tight. And there you have your main line knot. So what does that leave us? That leaves us slack in between these two knots here. All we're going to do to fix that is take your main line, your leader line, and we're going to pull them so that the knots come together. And they're going to tighten down on each other. Give it a good tug here and there, and they're set. Now just cut the loose ends so that there's nothing sticking out that could catch weeds. And make sure you cut the right end, or else you're going to have to do it all over again. Couldn't tell you how many times I've cut the main line thinking it was the tag end, and you'd have to repeat the process all over again, which isn't a very big deal once you've done this, umpteen times. And there you go. And that's how you combine two lines of a similar diameter together to get your leader. And then the long end of the leader will be tied to your lure.